All right, everybody, welcome back to another personal development lesson. Today, I am your host, as always, Joel Dunn. Now, if you can tell by my excitement, you know that this is going to be an amazing training. How was that, guys? Was that did that hit? Was anyone like, oh boy, I'm so excited for this training? Guys, this training is all about enthusiasm, because enthusiasm as a leader makes a huge difference. So the title for today's training is Enthusiasm as a Leader: How to Fuel It, How to Feel It, and then how to transfer it. Because enthusiasm isn't just energy. It's emotional leadership. It's contagious. It's magnetic. And in uncertain times, enthusiasm often speaks louder than expertise. I'll say that again. In uncertain times, enthusiasm often speaks louder than expertise. If leadership is influence, then enthusiasm is influence on fire. So why is enthusiasm important? Because it sets the emotional tone. As a leader, you are the thermostat, not the thermometer for your team. Your attitude becomes the atmosphere in the room. If you're flat, your team falls. If you're fired up, your team is lifted. I love what Ralph Waldo Emerson said: nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Think about that, guys. Do you go along and accomplish great things just by mulling along, just by trotting through life? No, great things are achieved with excitement, with exuberance, with enthusiasm. People follow passion, not perfection. Think about that. Your team will mirror your spirit more than your strategy. They want to follow someone who believes deeply, feels strongly about what they're doing. Enthusiasm builds buy-in and trust because it communicates belief. When you have a vision of where you're going, your enthusiasm gets people on the bus going in that direction because they believe in you enough to get on the bus to go with you where you're going. So how do you generate enthusiasm for yourself? Well, we talk about this a lot. It comes down to your why. You need to anchor it to your why daily. When you reconnect to your purpose, your passions reignite. So review your vision, review your why, remind yourself who you're fighting for, and keep that mission visible for you. Ask yourself, why does this matter to me today? So here's a practical tip. Start your day with a 2-minute vision visualization or journal on why before you start doing things for the day, before you start reaching out to your team. Make sure that you are grounded in where you are going and enthusiastic so that when you interact with your team, that passion just bubbles over out of you onto them. Next, you fuel your energy to elevate your emotions, because low energy equals low enthusiasm. Your physical state affects your leadership state. Sleep, movement, hydration, your spirit level refueling, your quiet time, those are the things that matter because they build up the things internally, again, like I said, to overflow externally. And a perfect example of a human being that does this is Tony Robbins. He said, emotion is created by motion. If you've ever seen one of his events or gone to one of his events or seen a video of him, he is constantly moving. He's jumping up and down. He's smacking his hands. He's getting people to get up out of their chairs to do things because he knows that activity and motion help create emotion, which causes people to be in a completely different state. So a good tip for this one is get moving before a major coaching call with somebody on your team. Maybe a 5-minute walk, do 10 jumping jacks, or doing something like blasting your favorite pump up song to get you in a completely different state so that your emotion can transfer to your team. So let's talk about that. How to transfer enthusiasm to your team. I know this sounds really simple, really basic, and I'm sorry that, it isn't some giant thing that you're going to be like, oh my gosh, how did I never know that? Show it. Don't just say it. Be expressive. Use your voice. Use your hands. Use your face. Smile. Be loud when you're talking at specific points in order to get your expressive of enthusiasm across to them. Celebrate wins loudly with your voice, with your actions, with your hands, with your face. Add fire to the facts, to the numbers, to the things that you're trying to get people to be excited about, because you have to do the things to transfer it. Because enthusiasm is felt long before it's actually understood. So embody it fully. Take it on. Realize that you are the fire starter for your team. So open every team meeting or call with some kind of energy, story, a gratitude, not jumping straight into the boring things, the how to, the why to. Get into the story portion to connect the excitement and to amplify the message. Which comes to the next. Recognize and amplify enthusiasm in others. Catching people doing it right and letting them know, and especially recognizing them in front of others, multiplies it not just for them, but for everybody. Highlight their passion, their effort, their excitement, because enthusiasm grows where it's noticed. When you praise the energy that your team is putting out there, you can multiply that within the culture of your team. It's really simple, guys. You can use shout outs in meetings. You can do shout outs in group posts. You can use emojis, GIFs, stuff like that when you are sending things to people in text. Or you could custom make videos to recognize that fire starter for the month. If there's somebody that's going out and they are super enthusiastic where it's above and beyond and it's pouring into others, do a video to recognize and to point to that for your team. Guys, here's the thing. You don't have to be the most talented leader, but you definitely need to be the most enthusiastic. You'll win influence, you'll inspire growth, you'll elevate your entire team when you are the enthusiasm for the team. Arthur Balfour said, enthusiasm moves the world. And I'll add to this, why not it be you? Because you can go out and change your world and your team directly related by the energy and the enthusiasm you bring to what you do. Guys, go out and make it an amazing day, and I hope your week is as awesome as you are.